I'm Lance Phillips. The social event of the season is about to happen at the Kitscoty Town Hall. This guy is going to tell you more about it.
I'm Chris King, and I've been doing all my homework for the minor hockey draft in Kitscoty. Defending champs, ready to go.
What is this?
It's the biggest social event of the year. It's the Kitscoty Minor Hockey Auction Playoff Draft. So you bid up on players, you try to
So it's gambling.
kind of, but controlled. Everyone's got a fair shake.
Where do all the proceeds go?
Proceeds go to minor hockey.
In Kitscoty?
In Kitscoty. Everything goes there. I grew up playing minor hockey there, and all my great coaches, and yeah, very thankful to give back and take money back into my pocket.
Lance Phillips, Chris King with you. For the gloves are off. That's the social event of the season right there.
For me, yeah. I don't get out much, so it's a real
Apparently
big deal.
not. Well, I mean, I've tried to recruit you just to come out, and I can't.
Yeah, it's like once a year, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
How's your daughter's soccer going?
She's real fast, she tells me. Dad, did you see how fast I was today? Yeah, you were fast, but you did not do any of the drills right. So,
You know what else is coming on fast?
what's that?
Major League Baseball season is coming on real fast. That means the Toronto Blue Jays season is nearly upon us. Now, this is a team that has had a tough time, Kinger, in April winning games. They haven't won more than 15 over the last 4 years, dating back to 2014. Could April be the year that they do it? What are reasonable expectations for the Blue Jays this year, Kinger, in April?
So my expectation for them is 11-16 for April. I think that's pretty reasonable.
11-16?
Yeah, I actually think that's probably generous. They play the Yankees 8 times in April. The Yankees, newsflash, are really good at baseball.
So listen, they've got 14 games against Cleveland, Boston, and New York. 14 games. Those are teams that averaged just over 95 games in 2017. I believe this is a team in the Jays that can go 500 in April. I think they can. Listen, they've got games against Baltimore, who was the only team worse than them in the AL East. They've got games against the White Sox, 4 of them, right after the Yankees. The White Sox only won 67 games and aren't really a whole lot better. And they've got the Kansas City Royals, who again were barely a 500 team last year.
Right, so what do they win out of those 14 games, though? Playing the Yankees 8 times, aren't you lucky to get 3 wins?
Out of those 14 games, I think that they'll probably win 6 or 7 of those. I think, and the reason I picked this is because the Blue Jays starting rotation is on point to be very good this season.
Yeah, I'll agree with you. If the pitching's good, they're going to be good. I really worry about this is a team that's put up tons of runs the last few years. You look at their opening day lineup, I don't think it's going to put up a ton of runs.
I don't know how you're looking at their opening day lineup because Gibbons hasn't even released the opening day lineup.
Well, you know Gibbons, he's rolling it out.
He hasn't even alluded to the 25-man roster yet.
The same lineup's going to play almost every single day. He's going to change one guy in and out. He's not going to make changes.
Okay, fair enough. Listen, if Justin Smoke can have the season he had last year in the 4 spot this year, which is a bit of added pressure.
Yeah. The 4 spot, most important spot in their lineup.
Listen, if he can have a kind of a season he had last year, which is a big question mark, and there are some question marks, they're in a good spot to go 500 in April. And they need to go 500 in April.
If they want to make the playoffs, they definitely do.
They won 8 games in April in 2017. If they can, even if they can win 12, they're in a good spot.
8's pathetic. That is awful.
8 is absolutely pathetic. But they also were 10 games under 500.
They should be better. The Cleveland Cavaliers just finished having a shootout against the Toronto Raptors last week. Lance, with the Cavaliers taking control of that series, are they now the favorites in the Eastern Conference to advance to the NBA Finals?
We've talked about this before, until a team can tell me otherwise that they are better than the Cleveland Cavaliers, yes, 100% they're the team to beat in the East. It doesn't matter what their record is in the regular season. I mean, we're going to talk about Golden State here shortly, but there's a team that's coasted through most of the season.
Yeah.
And they've lost 19 games. Look, it doesn't matter who you are. The Raptors could finish first, that's fine. They're still not the team to beat. The Cleveland Cavaliers are.
And the thing that we saw in that game is LeBron James is still unguardable.
And LeBron James is LeBron James.
Yeah, and now they have shooters to go around it. And we talked a little off air, there's a lot of guys that can do some things defensively now for Cleveland.
Yes.
That makes them better because they were.
Listen, that game against the Raptors, defending was optional.
Yeah.
Defending was optional. And what did the Raptors have? 79 first half points? The Raptors were on pace to score nearly 160 points in that game.
It was 132, 129 or something.
It was ridiculous. Nobody was defending. And yes, the Cavs are better defenders than they were earlier in the season. But if anybody can say they're not the team to beat, then they haven't been watching the Cleveland Cavaliers over the last 2 seasons.
And in terms of the Dinos, I'm really worried about the Dinos. They might have to face Milwaukee, the Greek Freak the first round, and if they won that, they might have to face the 76ers. which is another matchup
I don't want to
like.
play the 76ers no matter who I play for. I don't want to play the 76ers right now. That's a motivated team that is out for blood.
Yeah, and there's just so much talent oozing around them right now. It's crazy where they're at being that young. Very interesting.
You think the Cavs are the team to beat?
I think Cavs are the team to beat, and after that, all Western Conference teams. Whoever comes out of the West is going to be there versus the Cavs in the final.
You can never discount what LeBron James can do. You can never discount what that man can do, especially in the postseason.
Yeah, and he goes to another level.
Gear.
Yeah, he turns it into the I'm going to prove everyone wrong mode.
NFL owners unanimously, and by unanimously I mean 32-0, decided on a new catch rule for the NFL this coming season. And the real question here is, Kinger, let's talk quickly about what's going on. Instead of last year's rule, they're going to define the new rule is in a 3-step process. The receiver must control the ball, establish himself in bounds, and make a football move. Is this new rule more or less confusing than last year's?
It seems straightforward, but I think it's going to end up being more confusing.
I don't even know what they mean by football move. I know what it is because they tell you what it is, obviously, but
there's lots of football moves. So they say extending, reaching is a football move.
So what is that? Is this a reach?
Well, I don't know. Is
that a
this?
Reach? There's too much gray here. This is going to cause more problems again.
Yeah, it's frustrating reading through this. I'm thinking this is going to be the same stuff. And basically, all the NFL did is say, hey, sorry, Pittsburgh Steelers, you should have been in the Super Bowl final. We took this away from you, and all the other teams that got hurt by it.
Quit being a fan.
Yeah, I am a fan for sure. But next year, this is going to hurt other teams with this ruling because they're going to get it wrong.
It's going to be chaos again. And somebody's going to get PO'd because something's going to happen in the postseason, and the rule is going to change from what happened during the regular season to what happened in the postseason. It's too gray. You have to have specifics here. And the football move part of it is way too non-specific.
Yeah, and even when you watch them talk about it, no one's really clear on how to describe what this is going to be ruled. The only thing that I like from reading this is the ground fumble will be a dead ball on progress. That part I think I get.
That is, again, we're more specific now, though.
Yeah.
Now we're pretty specific about that. But the football move, there has to be a reach. That's a great one because what's the reach? Is it going this far a reach? Or is this a reach? Like, how far forward does the ball have to go to be considered a reach?
Yeah, and at some point this is going to...
Does it have to be in one hand to be a reach? Can it be in two?
And then it's going to come down to is that forward progress? Was there a fumble after? It's bag of worms. Bag of worms is what's happening there.
No joke.
The NHL playoffs are coming up, and it looks like the Winnipeg Jets and the Toronto Maple Leafs will both be making playoffs. Lance, are Canadian fans going to get behind these two teams in playoffs? I know who you're going to...
Just gathering my thoughts with a couple of drinks of beer. That's not beer. Okay.
It's for later.
Look, I believe fans will rally around both these teams. The thing about Toronto that's fascinating to me is, of course, most of the population of Canada resides in the eastern provinces where they're going to rally around Toronto.
You're making me sick.
But I would expect that anybody west of Ontario is going to rally around the Jets because there's just a we hate Toronto thing that goes on west of Ontario.
Right here, hate Toronto.
He's wearing blue.
I'm on it.
He's wearing blue for the Blue Jays, blue for the Leafs,
my
blue
good
for the
friend
Argos.
Mike Curtis, big Maple Leafs fan. He's going to be wanting to get on board for the bandwagon. Listen, both teams are good. That Winnipeg team is really, really good. Like I'm impressed. They're deep. They have scoring. They added Stastny. It's hard not to like that team.
And Patrick Laine, although fans were able to breathe a big sigh of relief when he didn't have any broken bones there, is a man to be reckoned with. That's a very good team. I see that team being a deeper playoff team than the Maple Leafs are. However, they're going to face the Predators in the first round. That's not easy.
Who could be a cup favorite.
However, listen, I believe that this will be pretty split. You're going to see a lot of fans that are going to go the way of the Winnipeg Jets.
So we're basically segregating Canada east-west.
Yeah, I believe so. And that east-west falls somewhere around Dryden, Ontario, to Thunder Bay, somewhere in that range. Because I see a lot of those fans being Jets, going for the Jets, and then everybody else kind of east of that is going to be Leaf fans, I would think.
Well, and you know what? Even in this area, a lot of Leaf fans. But Winnipeg doesn't get the national coverage they deserve. That's
No.
been a really good hockey team, and I'd love to see them in some of those primetime games in playoffs so they get viewed more in Canada.
The thing for people like me who are in the business and the Leafs are the farther the Leafs can go, the better it is for broadcasters and broadcasting in Canada.
For everyone.
Because the Leafs are, we've talked about moving the needle, and that needle goes when the Leafs are winning. And
Everyone's pumping the tires.
they need to win, yeah. Asked Tuesday at a coach's breakfast, John Gruden replied that he would like to see instant replay gone from the NFL, which really got us thinking about, should instant replay be gone as it pertains to coaches' challenges? Kinger, does it need to be gone, or does it just need some reform?
I think it needs some reform. John Gruden, most of what he says now as a coach, not a fan of him taking it back to the 90s, but he does
Are you a
have
fan of him in any other situation except for
you know what? He talks
broadcasting?
he talks positively about every quarterback and every player when he was broadcasting.
Yeah.
He loved every player.
Yeah.
But he does have a point here. I think NFL and other sports have gone too far with the instant replay. I would love to see it twice a game. You can use instant replay twice a game because that's
Right.
part of sports. There's errors from players.
Right.
There's errors from officials.
Where we've gone too far, and I use we as a whole here, where we've gone too far is when I've said these exact words before, when we have to speed it up 2 frames, go back a frame, up a frame, that's where we've gone too far. But you can't get rid of it. If you're going to get rid of instant replay, the whole thing's got to go.
Yep.
You can't remove just that super slow-mo part. Here's where it needs to change. They need to institute similar changes that they made in the CFL. 1 coach's challenge in the CFL. So the NHL should get 1 coach's challenge for offside and maybe 2. So they can get 1 for offside, 1 for goaltender interference. But if they lose, there has to be harsh penalties.
Penalty.
Okay?
15 yards in
20
football.
20 yards in football, yeah, for sure, because you want these guys, you don't want them making these calls. It's a 2-minute penalty for offside in the NHL. The goalie interference currently is a loss of timeout, needs to be a 2-minute penalty. You have to institute penalties so that coaches don't just automatically go for these challenges.
And the biggest part of this is all of these sports, which we love to watch, are being slowed down by the instant replay. Like, I don't need to watch a football game with 10 commercials for instant replay or a hockey game with 10 commercials for instant replay. These are fast games. Let them play.
And any fan viewing it at home, unless it's absolutely an egregious offside, like we've talked about with Matt Duchene, nobody sees it. Nobody sees it. And if anyone's like, that was offside, it's because fans at home are stopping things and rewinding them, but nobody's seeing that stuff. Just you have to lessen the amount of instant replays they're allowed to use, and then penalize them for failed ones. That's it.
I agree. The Golden State Warriors lost Steph Curry for the remainder of the season. He might be out for the first and possibly second round. Lance, what does this do to Golden State heading into the playoffs? Should they be worried?
Define worried.
Are they still going to be the team to beat heading into playoffs without Steph?
We mentioned this earlier. The Golden State Warriors have coasted through the latter part of this season. They've essentially been on cruise control.
With a lot of injuries to other guys.
With a lot of injuries. And they're on pace to win at least 60 games. They're going to win at least 60 games.
Yeah.
I think they have to win 6 of their last 9 or something like that.
Yeah.
Look, this is a team that does not have to be worried. They feasibly could play any of the teams that are currently sitting 3rd through 8th because they're all separated by like 3 wins.
Yeah, very tight.
The only team I wouldn't want to play if I'm them right now are the Utah Jazz.
Yeah.
I think any of those other teams, they're easily beatable by Golden State. And Golden State, when they kick it into high gear, there isn't another team in the league right now that can keep up with them.
They're at another level, and the West is loaded. I think the West is much better than the East, top to bottom. But Kevin Durant, in my mind, is the best player in the NBA. He can score at will from up to 40
Very
feet.
good.
And if you look at Golden State's roster, they still have 3 All-Stars. Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, and Kevin Durant. You take out Steph Curry, they're all still really good.
Yeah, I mean, Steph Curry, is known for his scoring prowess, but they've got a lot of other guys that can score on that team, and that is a team that, if Steph Curry was out past the second round, then maybe you want to say, okay, we've got a problem here. They're fine.
Yeah,
they're fine.
I could see them still going 5 games in the first round or second round, and Steph says he's going to be back, but knowing Steve Kerr,
So what?
he's not going to play him. He's going to rest him and use him when he's needed. That's kind of Steve Kerr's MO, right?
They're a team that you could almost remove a couple other of those All-Stars and they'd be just fine. Like they're that good a team. They're that Yeah, they're excellent.
They're deep. They're the best team, and they're the defending
I
champs.
believe they're still the best team. They're still better than Houston is because of what I said. They can kick it into sixth gear, and that sixth gear they have is better than the sixth that Houston has. And there isn't a team in the East that can compete with them right now.
I agree.
Coming up on the other side, it's Albert, and we're playing darts later. I forgot about that.
Yes.
We're playing darts. You're gonna lose.
I'm gonna get a lot of 20s.
We're back, and the gloves are still off.
Welcome back. Albert joins us. He's full up again today, Kinger.
Glasses are
Yeah,
a
the
little
glasses are new.
crooked.
Glasses are new. Listen, we forgot to mention off top of the show, we're playing darts.
Yeah.
So does anyone recall what happened in the Crokinole game?
Okay. I don't.
You don't remember, eh?
What's Crokinole?
Yeah, he doesn't remember. I do.
Listen, this is probably going to be as embarrassing.
You're the one it was your
Oh,
idea.
we had a dartboard in our house. My brother and my dad played all the time. I was never invited. It was just the two of them. I just had to sit on the sidelines. So if my skill's low, now you know why.
This was your idea to begin with.
I know. I thought, you know what? If I can't win at this, it's got to be pool. That's got to be my game next.
You got to get a pool table in here next. Okay, we're starting this off with Corporal Matthews. As always, baby. Okay, mother. At breakfast this morning with PTE Marner, he poured the leftover milk from his cereal down the drain. I explained that it was wasteful and showed him highlights of Pat LaFontaine's career in Buffalo as an example. The Sabres are not worthy of stepping foot in our rink. AM.
That was better. That was a lot better.
All right, what do we got here?
I'm gonna get a little lighter for everyone here.
Please do.
Sports Center at Sports Center, nominee for greatest referee explanation
These
ever.
two are clearly having issues with each other, could not restrain themselves, so we're going to give them 2 minutes to think about what they've
That
done.
guy's unbelievable.
Just to the point. This is why they're in there. 2 minutes for being very bad. Think about what you did, basically.
Do you do that to you girls?
No, I just kick them out of practice.
All right, Bonnyville Pontiacs at B Pontiacs. Way to go, Senior Yaks. Of course, the Senior Bonnyville Pontiacs won gold medals at the 2018 Senior AA Championship. That's pretty good.
That's impressive.
That's very impressive. I didn't expect that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, especially in Alberta. That's a loaded field.
No
for them to get
joke.
in there. NHL gifts at NHL gifts. Wow, Crosby.
Like, this is incredible. How did
The
he's-
skill.
and like, have you ever played against an NHL player in any form?
No, other than when I was like 13.
Like, he meant to do that 100%.
Oh yeah.
Like, tap it to keep it buoyant in the air and then direct it into the net.
If you see like the skill stuff these guys do, though, it's crazy what they do when they goof
I've
around
never
on
had the
ice.
luxury of playing against an NHL player. I would love to because it's almost superhuman, some of the things that go on, and it makes you think they didn't mean to do that, but they did. And that Crosby goal is a great example.
Yeah, and then you're gonna feel shitty about your life that like you're trying really hard. You can't ever do that.
You can't swear on air, Kinger, just so you know. You can't do that. Okay. Studies, this is J Neurosurgery at the JNS. I can't believe what I just heard on the gloves are off. I cannot believe what I just heard. Study shows disastrous damage in brains of retired CFL players. This is not a laughing matter, though. Have you seen the movie Concussion?
I have
Don't
not,
swear.
I
Have you seen the movie
I have
Concussion?
not seen Concussion yet. I hear it's awesome. I hear Will Smith's like amazing. in it.
Okay, it's incredible, and it really gives you a new kind of understanding of what these guys go through post-sports.
And this worries me because I think the CFL guys probably have a lot less practice time than the NFL guys in terms of the length of practice and the amount of time on the field, right?
Oh yeah, it's a scary situation, is what it is, and I wouldn't wish this kind of stuff on my worst enemy.
No. ESPN at ESPN, Gordon Hayward's rehab
This
has
is
reached
nuts.
a new level.
So, picking up marbles with his broken foot.
This is impressive just to do it.
Do you think so? Just to do it?
Yeah.
They're timing him, obviously. Now, at the end of the video, I believe it took him like 30 seconds, 35 seconds or something like that to pick up all these marbles. The crazy part is, when he first started, and the guys mentioned this late in the video, when he first started, it took him 4.5 minutes.
That is unreal that
So,
his
like,
rehab
his
has
feet
came
must
that
just
far.
be like barely picking these things up. Like,
all the nerves and stuff were gone from the
damage
surgery.
that would have
yeah.
been done there would have been borderline
It,
catastrophic.
it does show the body's a crazy thing in terms of how it can heal itself.
Corporal Matthews, just one more time, just for good measure. Mother, I joined PTE Marner for a fine Tennessee breakfast this morning. Eggs and whiskey. Still adorable as the day I left my post. His eyes now look older and wiser. They've seen things they shouldn't have. Can he ever go back to being a boy? You did good, son, but Poppy's back. AM.
Tweet.
What a beauty. Follow that account right now. Like,
If
do
you,
yourself a
if you haven't
favor.
noticed, the Gloves favorites
I'm a
one of
big
those
fan.
tweets every day.
Big fan of Corporal Matthews.
The Leafs pod at the Leafs pod. How much money is JVR going to make next season?
Billions and billions and billions and
billions and
This is
billions.
amazing.
It's like him talking about Canada's trade deficit with them. Billions.
And billions and billions and billions.
I don't know what would be better, that or Austin Powers.
Hey, there's mail.
It's incredible stuff. Okay, Gordon Anderson. People should know who this is. This is at Anderson_DHT. So, gang, here's Tyler Boyd doing what he does best with the world in mind this time. He's racing up hills at JH Ski this weekend. Check it out. What a wild hobby. So for people who don't know who this is Gord Anderson, who used to write for the Meridian Booster in town. A quality writer.
A beauty.
A beauty of a dude and a very high quality writer. Used to write for the Calgary Sun, who no longer is in the series, writing in Grand Prairie for the Herald Tribune, if I'm not mistaken. Really great writing content. Check it out. He usually posts his stuff online. It's really good. It's worth a read. And he did a lot of work for Lakeland at the CCAA National Championships.
And he did a lot of work for Lakeland before. Gord, you probably still owe me a tea, but he
Yep.
is very good at his craft. That is
Excellent.
for sure. Lakeland Soccer, at Lakeland Soccer. Take a look at our Go Rustlers men's and women's 2018-2019 soccer schedule. Recruiting class still to come. It's that time of year.
It is. And you wouldn't think it would be that time of year, but it really is.
Yeah, it's time to turn the corner. Next season's coming up.
Soccer, hey? We're playing darts next. I'm going
Darts
to
is
clean your
coming.
clock at darts. You know that, right?
We'll see what I can do.
You're in big trouble.
We'll see.
We're back. You can keep your gloves on, but ours are off.
Welcome back. So we're gonna play some darts here.
We're going to attempt to play some
We're gonna
darts here.
attempt to play darts.
501?
500 to 1.
No, 501. Isn't it
It's
500?
501, man.
Oh, sorry. The technical term? Is that how you speak in the pub?
Okay,
Holy-
let's bring Josh Ryan in here, because
Yep.
Josh Ryan has a critical role in all of this.
Yes, he does.
Josh, you can come in. You don't have to walk like Frankenstein.
Frankenstein is here.
Josh is going to do the announcing for us.
Yes.
Josh is going to do the announcing, so you have a critical role to play here. You have
If you
math
say
that you
so.
have to take care of.
Right.
Are you cool with the math?
I'm not great at math, but I will do my best.
Okay.
Do you need
Which
here,
darts
I'll
are
leave you a pen and paper here.
Yeah.
if you
Which
need
darts are you taking?
I can't remember which ones the good ones are, so
Well, these ones are heavier. The blues are heavier.
This one says pro on it.
obviously
That's
those are mine.
clearly Kinder.
Those are
Okay,
mine.
but You're all
Easy
good.
decision.
Paper there for you if you need
Paper
to.
is there for me.
Okay.
Lots of adding here.
All right. Listen, I got to ditch the jacket here. If we're going to do this right, I got to ditch this jacket because there's no way. I don't want to be
Are you
restricted.
trying to get athletic?
Yeah, I don't want to be restricted in any form here.
I don't
Because you're going to need every advantage possible.
yeah.
against
I
it.
don't think it's going to matter that much, to be honest.
You don't, eh? You think,
No,
I
I'm-
got this one in the bag?
Well, I'm throwing the pro dart, so it's probably game over right now.
Let's shed this jacket here. Okay, Kinger. Now, this was Kinger's idea, just so we're all clear. This was Kinger's idea.
Yep. Because I thought this would be something that I could possibly beat you at, because Crokinole went so poorly.
Okay, so we're going to do 501. So for those not familiar with how 501 works, you have to double in and double out. Double in and double out.
Okay.
You got to hit a double to start, and you got to hit a double to get out. And if I'm not mistaken, the double in does not count, or does it count towards your score? Yes, it does count towards your
Yes, it
score.
does count towards your
Okay.
score.
Do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
I think you should start. Double in might take me. Do we got
This is-
35 minutes for this segment?
Yeah,
or
we
what?
do. We
Okay.
do. Yeah. So this is the part of the show that could take a while, is the doubling in.
Which side do you want me on while you throw
You can
here?
you can hang it over here if you like.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
And we're underway.
all right. That's not a good start.
That's barely on the board. So Josh, just so I'm clear,
We are
that's-
off to a great start, gentlemen. That's a 0.
So
0.
can I triple in or like?
No, you can only double in.
Only
I would
double
suggest starting at the bottom of the board.
You know what?
Oh, is he in?
Nope.
That was close.
Nope.
Look at him. Maybe we need to
Numero
change the double in.
uno.
Maybe we should change the double in.
Well, we'll give it 2.
Okay,
we could
two rounds.
subvert regulation and just simply ignore the double in and play. That might save us time.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to go to the bottom of the board.
Are we just going straight in, or we got to try to double still?
Do you want to try to double?
Well,
Let's try it.
2 turns. We got
Let's
to
do
try
2 turns,
yeah.
2 turns, and if we don't get it, we're going straight in. Okay.
Oh.
Nope.
Okay. So Kinger doubles in here. I still
That
have
is
to.
also called a 0.
And if I double in, I have just a mild advantage, right?
Yes, you might be able to actually score points.
Okay, so we're just going to go straight
right.
into it.
Excellent decision.
We still have to double out, though. We're going to do the double out.
Sure.
Are we all in agreement here?
Double
We're
out,
doubling-
yes.
Okay, we're doubling out. All right. So we're just going straight into it. Here we go.
By my calculation, that's 25.
Are you keeping track there?
At this rate, we are going to.
So we're counting down from
quite well.
501 here.
That's a big lead.
I just heard the time count in our ear from Eric upstairs.
33.
Whoa,
does
whoa,
not-
whoa,
he
whoa,
does not
whoa,
sound
whoa.
happy.
43.
Oh, you're right. 43.
Okay,
As
so
I said,
Jo-
math
it's
was
official.
not my strong suit.
Josh does not love math.
No.
Josh, any higher, it's out of my counting range too. Okay. Was someone trying to hustle? Oh, triple one, huh?
42.
That's a triple one, Josh.
43.
Oh, that's right. That's not a double. That's triple.
What's the matter with this guy?
Josh is
43. I'll give you that extra point because that will make such a difference in this game.
You got to count down from 501 too, score.
41.
Can you
41.
count down from 501? Maybe we should do 301.
This is the first time any of us have done this, Lance.
Oh, jeez.
A lot of wobbles in this.
Oh, that would
98.
be
That's
98. Nice.
Basically game over.
The first triple 20 wins it.
And this is why they play race to 18 or whatever they play. What do they play for real? That was 5, Josh.
Yeah, I didn't bother announcing 5.
I'll take my 98 too, Josh.
I'll take. I announced your 98 actually.
Isn't it best 18s?
Can you write it down?
Well, I'm trying to keep up.
We should have done
so
around the world.
We're going to show this
We'll
score
pause
sheet
after this
after.
round
These
so I can
darts are
quickly
so
add it
hard
up.
to. Look at these darts, how they go into the board. What is going on here? Oh, man.
Is that 3?
22.
Why do these darts go into the board so weird?
I think it's the way you're throwing them. There we go.
Oh.
Oh, boy. Getting real dialed in.
Oh, now he's starting to circle
63. 93.
93!
83. 83.
Did I say 93? I meant 83.
We got the wrong guy. We got the wrong guy doing this.
I said math wasn't my strong suit.
It doesn't matter if you're
And
wrong.
while
if
you're
not-
laughing,
I
we'll
can
use
miss the
that.
board and get
As
and get
as
five.
you're paused, we'll use that to add up the score as well.
Okay.
Oh, that was
That's 0.
in there.
That was not.
That is why
That
we
was-
need a rug.
That was off the board, I think.
What is going on here?
Oh. There is something to the
Score.
flop.
21. As I said, I'm trying to do the math right now.
We're never going to hear 180.
We might have to have a pause out here.
180.
After this turn, I actually
Kenny, if I
wouldn't
put a
mind
picture of my
pause.
face up there, would that help?
Probably.
Oh, we doubled in.
40.
Okay, Kinger starts now.
61.
Okay.
All right,
Let's,
can we have a short pause?
Time out for mathematics.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you ever play that mathematics game
Yeah.
where you had to add up all the stuff?
All right, so Josh has to add everything up here, apparently.
Yes.
Listen, we're real sorry about the scorekeeping situation here.
We're gonna. Okay, you got it added up.
All right, so 188 from Lance minus out of 501 is.
Pull out your calculator if you have to.
All right,
Come
I
on, Ryan.
It's not professional to use a cellular device, though. It's more efficient, but it's not very professional.
How about this for professional? Can we see this? Look at that chicken scratch.
Well, he hasn't
All right.
sworn on air yet, Kinger.
That's true.
Who did
I've
that?
never done that.
Someone did that?
All right, Ryan, we need to know where we're
Lance,
at here.
you are at 313.
Okay.
Keep adding mine up so I can.
And we're just going
right,
to
here-
quickly
here
add
we go.
Kinger.
Oh, jeez. These darts are super wonky.
Kinger's at 268.
All right,
All right, so 313 minus 25.
25.
25. Thank you for the prompt.
It's like Monty Python over here.
So what am I at, Josh? 268.
268.
Oh.
Ooh.
10.
Oy, oy.
11. That's my jersey number
That's
for
it.
anyone who wants to know random trivia.
Hey, you're getting back in it. You're getting in the
Yeah,
mix
I've been
there.
joking around too much. It's all getting serious from here
I
on.
think I'm getting tennis elbow.
That's bad shooting elbow.
Oh, that's-
Oh, Lance, come on. Oh, Jesus. These darts are driving me nuts.
Yeah, he got 7.
7. It's not very fun to announce single-digit numbers.
All right. You know, you guys think you're so hot here.
I am hot. I'm wearing a jacket.
Those darts are way better than the ones I'm shooting. I think we should have to switch darts midway through.
27.
These ones are really hard to throw for some reason.
Is that what we're going? Switch or what?
Kinger leads 230 to 281.
Lance is dialed in on the 1 column.
22.
I got a 20 there.
Did he? I'm calling BS.
You're overruled.
That's probably not allowed.
I don't know what is up with these darts. They are wonky.
That's right between the 0, Josh.
I mean, that's accuracy.
Yeah.
Hit the 20.
I actually think my arm's fatigued here.
22.
The British Darts Association would be absolutely.
Disgusted with this performance.
Whoop, I'm nearly over the line there. Oh. These darts are so weird.
22
No,
minus
that's-
the
Whoa,
20.
whoa, 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 whoa.
2.
Okay.
That's a 2.
You have to let me finish
Sorry.
before
I can't get
chugging in.
over how bad these darts are. I gotta quit complaining about it.
Yes, I agree. You got to get back in your game, man.
That's a big one. Good luck calculating that, Josh.
Oh, you would.
So I got a triple 18, a 20, and a 5.
25 plus 18 times 3 minus 6 is 54.
Yeah.
Plus 25
Hey.
is 79.
Okay. Threw my flight at Kinger here.
Ooh, Kinger's getting close, actually. 129.
You are just dialed
Because
in on
these,
the ones.
honestly, these darts do not fly straight.
So do those darts have a magnet to the ones?
They just don't fly straight. At least I got a triple
5, so 21.
No, what are you talking about?
Is that a 5 or is that a 12?
That's a
That's
triple
12.
12.
Triple 12.
My apologies.
Okay,
That's
you need to change your
36
position. You should stand over here
36
so you can
plus
see
1.
better.
Plus 5, 6. So 42. You still have a ways to go here.
What do I have left? 129.
129.
I just want to point out that when I lost in Crokinole, I wasn't saying the board
129
was
to
slanted,
215.
Or my
and
Crokinole
Lance
weren't
That's
flat.
because of the way you score Crokinole. Oh. Okay. It's like you shot put that thing in there. Oh.
45.
All right, we still got time left here. These darts do not fly straight. Oh, my word.
7.
26.
That's an hit.
Okay, Josh, what do I need to do here?
Oh, we didn't make a bet about this to start. That's
We
a
did
shame.
not.
That's a shame.
What do I have
You
left?
have 8. You are at 84 right now.
Okay, so I have to hit a double on the way out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
double on the way out.
This is where you're going to come in. Oh,
That's
know
a
what?
great start.
I'll just, yeah.
Oh.
I'll just knock a couple ones
Oh,
here to make
triple
it
1
easy.
and a 4. Triple 1 and a 4. Hey, great.
This
Great
is,
job. Great job.
This is what the pros do when they got to make the numbers right. So they
I
can,
believe I still have the low score of 2. Hey, that's what I needed.
I think that's a 1.
Someone
I
examine
got
that,
it.
please.
One of those is a 1.
Oh, so that's
The board can
63
tell.
plus
The board can
12.
tell. There it is.
75. That's actually a.
We got about 3 minutes left here. We got to
That's an
finish this off.
important win for you there, Lance.
Kinger, what's the bet here? I don't care if we make the bet now. We should make the bet though. Oh jeez.
I got 11, Lance.
11. Thank you for doing
okay.
my job for me.
Sorry. What should we say?
21.
I still have that lovely Steelers sweater I'd love to see you in.
I know you would.
You're at 93, Lance.
Okay.
We have 66 for Kinger. Ooh.
Is that a triple 10? That's it.
No.
We'll examine. It looks wide.
30.
30, eh?
So
So you're left with 36. You need a double 18. Oh!
30. That brings you down to 36. Lance, your go.
Oh, man.
kind
What
of.
is that? 50.
We may have to extend this a tiny bit.
43 is what you are at, Lance.
This is done right here. Just a bit.
I mean,
outside.
we could be done after that atrocious throw.
Oh, he got it?
Nope.
Oh, I'm still in. I'm still in. Oh.
No mas.
What am I at here? 43.
43.
All right, so at 23. Oh, I still need an odd number. Oh, Lance.
He resets, right? He resets, right?
You reset.
No, because what am I at, 93?
You were at 43.
Oh, yeah, then I reset. I'm back to 43.
You're back
Oh,
to 43.
I thought you reset to 501.
No.
All right, we're gonna
We don't have time for that kind of nonsense, Kinger.
All right, we might have to we have to finish this after commercial break, I think.
Okay, so now what? I need double 9.
You'll find out.
Double 9.
Oh.
Oh, he missed. So we got 18.
18.
Lance will go 3. I'll hit
What
my
am I at,
double 9 and
43?
we're done.
43, eh? Okay. Oh, that is horse. Okay, so there's 19. What do I need now? 43, 33, 24. I need a double 12.
Oh, that was close.
All right.
All right, I'll knock it down.
Yep.
No. Now what do I got left? 9.
9, so you need
double
you're
9.
at 9.
Double 9.
Oh, he's over.
Oh, sorry, that's
Stays-
right.
Stays at 18.
Stays at 18.
All right. We're going to finish this at the commercial break because all we need is a double out at this point.
Yeah. And I'm not getting it.
You're going to get it.
I've had lots of doubles.
You're going to get it all right when I give you the double out when I'm done.
If you can't score, you might as well drop the gloves.
We drop gloves in favor of darts. So Josh is still hanging out here. Now, here's the situation that we're at for those of you who are fully confused by what you saw in the last block.
So,
Josh, give the breakdown.
yes, we started out at 501 and had to ditch the rules to get points on the board.
Okay.
At the end of the break, Kinger leads with 18 points.
Okay.
Lance is at 24. So you're looking at a double 12 to win. And Kinger is looking at a double 9 if you miss this double 12.
Okay. So that's the situation, and it's my shot. So a double 12 wins it with my wonky darts. I'm calling the wonky dart here. They are weird.
It looks like they're pretty straight to me.
Holy cow. Ah. So now what am I at?
Now you are at
13.
no, you're at 15.
15.
15.
So
eh?
then you
So
gotta
that'd be
hit
a-
something.
that'd be
You
a
gotta hit like
double
a
7.
5.
That'd be a double 7. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm
So
over.
You just
You are
stays?
over. That's not the worst strategy, to be honest.
And I'm aiming for.
Assuming Kinger misses.
Certainly one of us
You
is
are
going to hit
aiming
this
for
in
a
this
double-
block. If
you
we
are
don't
aiming
hit
for a
it, this is
double
going to
9.
be we're in trouble. We're going to have to call a forfeit.
Yeah.
Double
That's the
9.
wrong.
Oh. 14. Now he needs
14.
a double 2.
Double 2, double 2.
Oh, he's over.
That's a
He's
double?
over. You should almost do just any double to get out.
Well,
I
it
feel
depends
like
on how much time you have
I
on
feel
this
like when they
program.
have it on
Oh,
TV.
10.
That is a 10. You can hit. You have 14 left, so you can
Double
double
7. Where's that 7, baby?
Bottom left.
Yeah, I'll take that one. Oh, man. Now
I feel like the guys, the professionals that have the beer and everything, it makes them a lot looser.
I mean, you got
like-
the even score, so that's a reset.
Okay,
then.
so
no,
back-
yeah, it's just back to
Back
20.
to double 9 for me.
Back to 24.
And I'm
Back
back
to
at
double
double
9
12.
for Kinger.
Oh,
And your winner,
man.
That
okay.
was
Chris King.
Hey, took me 700 shots to get
Oh,
501.
man. At one point, you had the big lead here. At one point, Kinger was up by like 100 points. Or,
Yes, this wasn't an impressive
how did
victory
you
at
even
all.
allow it to get
Well,
to
I
this
kind
point?
of play to the crowd, you know, get everyone involved, edge of their seats, obviously, and then suck them back with the double.
I thought that I'd seen it all, but apparently I hadn't. All right, listen.
Leave these.
Let's get back to the desk here.
Bye, everyone.
Josh,
Hey,
great job.
fantastic work
Hang around
by
here for a
Josh.
second.
Okay.
Great job, sir. Math skills off the start weren't hot.
No.
And this
A pre-production meeting on the math skills would have been.
is a
good
wild-looking
idea.
affair we
Yes,
got going
yes.
on right here.
We kind of threw you to the wolves on that. Not saying backwards, forwards.
Yes, but I think we solidified something in the end that may have not been skillful, but certainly provided entertainment for the masses.
I don't know if it did. I don't know.
You don't
if it
think
did.
anyone found that display of not accurate
my
dart
word.
throwing entertaining?
Well, Kinger, we didn't decide on what we were going to do for winners
Yes, we
and
do need
losers
to make
in
a
this.
decision on that.
So I would just, I want to see that sweater get worn. I'd really like to see you wear a Steelers
Okay,
sweater.
so-
Or you know what?
so
I
this-
have a couple Braves jerseys. You could do a
You
whole show on the
choose
Braves.
whatever you'd like, and I'll do it because we
Yes.
should have bet on that at the beginning, and we didn't. I think we were so amped up about just wanting to get the darts on the board.
Yes.
You could also
I
simply.
do want to take Josh's thing though and have a rematch with the darts or switch because those darts were wonky.
If we truly care about who's the better dart player, I'm not sure why we should care. But if we
no,
do care,
nobody's a good dart player.
then reversing the advantages of the two players would be a good idea.
Josh, again, solid work. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
It's always a
welcome,
pleasure.
sir.
I believe we might have you back next week. I think we have some more highlights we need broken down.
Oh, do we ever have some highlights?
Yes, we do. Josh Ryan, everybody. Josh Ryan.
He deserves a slow clap for his work.
A slow clap. All right, that's all we got. Okay, we got time for we got a minute here, so we're gonna bang out a winner loser or two real quick, because that's what we're actually going to do.
Yes.
So, Kinger, do you want to start it off
Yes.
since you were the winner?
Loser. Coach K. Kansas and Bill Self broke down his 2-3 zone, lobs all over the place. Duke was a better team. Kansas beat them. Coach K might be getting old. He didn't make any adjustments. That's my loser. Coach K, my favorite coach.
Coach K's your loser, right?
Yeah, he is.
You didn't think he was very hot.
No, I just they didn't adapt well. There was
But is that Coach K's fault?
Yeah, it is, because they didn't change their defense the whole time. They started throwing lobs and doing all this stuff. Duke was better than Kansas. Kansas coached better.
I got a winner, real quick. It's the Seattle Seahawks, who released QB Trevon Boykin on Tuesday following allegations of domestic assault. Now listen, he apparently was viciously assaulting his girlfriend after a text message, allegedly.
Hey, you got to get rid
Good
of that
for the Seahawks. You don't need people like that in sports.
anywhere.
No. Good on you, Seattle. Way to go, Seattle.
I
Way
like
to
it.
go, Kinger. You won some
Seahawks
darts.
fans.
I'm still in denial over darts.
We're back, and the gloves are still off.
Okay, first things first. We have talked at length about how this show is unscripted, and we have fun with that. Listen, that segment came to be like yesterday afternoon, and I gotta give a ton of credit here to the guys upstairs, Blake and Eric, and Jim, our camera guy. Jim is the only camera person in here, so he's operating everything. He's running around like a Mad Hatter. Those guys did a tremendous job there.
Me as an amateur realized that Jim's operating 3 cameras by himself right
Yes.
Very
So
impressive.
kudos to all the guys working that you don't see behind the scenes who do yeoman's work week in and week out for the show and basically, made that work when we were really kind of like, yeah, we're going to do this today.
Yeah, that was straight freelance. And
Yeah.
they were amazing.
It was, yeah, so great job, guys, once again. Okay, if for anyone who saw the Gloves Twitter account yesterday or day before, I think it was, whenever it was, we are taking a page out of March Madness. We're doing 2018 Sports Movie Madness. So the board is up, and you can see that we've got 32 movies, sports movies, that we're going to break down to one. So we're going to start, our first round is going to start on the far left side. So the Sony division is going to be first, followed by Columbia, then TriStar, then Paramount. Now, Kinger, we're going to have people voting on these movies. It'll be on Twitter. There'll be polls. So pay attention. It's going to be madness because there's going to be 4 polls every week for the first couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as you said, they decide. Right?
They're going to, the viewers, you the viewer, are going to decide. You're welcome to make up your own bracket, fill it out, send it in to us so we know. Of course, I believe it's on the screen there, the Gloves Twitter handle @GlovesTV, or you can just email it to sports@newcap.ca. TV sports at newcap.ca, pardon me.
We'll get it.
Yeah, we'll get it. Listen, so we've got Rudy against Cool Runnings, Friday Night Lights against Slapshot, Major League against White Man Can't Jump, and Coach Carter versus Talladega Nights. So we got some big ones in there.
Some high comedy in this section.
Honestly, if Rudy gets beat by Cool Runnings, we have a major problem. A major league problem.
I think there's going to be some upsets. Now, Cool Runnings is fun to watch, but Rudy is one
The
of the
better
best.
movie by far.
Better movie, and we'll see what the fans say. But, cool Runnings is light. That's the interesting thing about looking at this bracket. You have kind of serious movie, light movie, serious movie, light movie.
So is there an underdog in there that you see right off the bat?
Yeah, well, and we touched on this once before. White Man Can't Jump for me, a little bit of an underdog. I think not only as a sports movie, but because it touches on racism at the time, I really like what that movie kind of brings to the table. So I'm not sure it can get past Major League, which
Major League is unbelievable.
probably the best baseball movie ever made.
This guy here is dead. Cross him off then. No, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. If you can hit this pitch, you can name it.
Yeah. The best part of that movie,
You
obviously,
can
is
call
that
that one the masturbator.
that's allowed, but yet I'm getting in trouble this show. Unreal. The cast of that show is exceptional. White Man Can't Jump, Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes. I'm interested to see that one.
These are long before the days of Wesley Snipes.
I think Coach Carter and Talladega Nights is an interesting one for me because I don't know how many people really got on the Coach Carter bandwagon.
What's the upset you got? You have an upset in the first round?
I think Slapshot takes out Friday Night Lights, just a slight upset.
Now, your brother chimed in on this on Twitter saying that he thought that the 4-5 matchups throughout all these brackets were they're big guns that are going at it.
Yeah, he was really circling the 4-5s. He doesn't chirp in very often, but he feels really passionate about the 5s.
Okay, so if I'm picking an upset here, I think the upset is going to be White Men Can't Jump over Major League. That's the upset that I would pick.
It's doable.
Or you could make a case for Talladega Nights because I believe there are people out there who would like a movie like that better than Coach Carter. It's NASCAR.
I want to go fast.
This is NASCAR country, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that.
Yeah, a lot of people from here go down and watch NASCAR.
All right, so as I mentioned, it's coming out. Actually, I believe that it's out. If it's not out now, it will be as soon as this show is over. The first four polls will be out. So get your votes in.
Yep.
Get your votes in and have your say about who carries on to the second round of 2018 Sports Movie Madness.
And as Lance said, Rudy's got to go ahead. Rudy's got to go
Rudy's
ahead.
got to get in. I got him in my final four.
It's your favorite.
Thanks for watching. See you in 7 days.